Well, a very good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the TnM Show. My name's Mick, and this week joined by Birdie. Birdie, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mick. Thanks for having me.
Happy to be on.
Yep, very.
Sting it.
What have we got this week?
Oh, straight into work.
Yep.
Not going to make any commentary on my beard.
No.
No, righto. Look, this week we're talking all things caprine and ovine. So we'll start off with the goats. Gus Foote, Elders Charleville, got some goats up again this Tuesday.
Yep, so Gus has listed for Banff Downs at Morven. They'll have 480 head of station-mated boar cross milk-tooth does, and also John and Bronwood Hodgen of Barcudgel Station in Charleville will list 1,200 head of backgrounding rangeland bucks.
Ripper, tune in, looking forward to that. Moving into ovine, Jenny Kelly of the Weekly Times, with the assistance of our very own Tom Chook Rookyard, has put together a very interesting article discussing the disparity between current store sheep prices and mutton and lamb, showing that the store market is lagging and there's some still pretty good value out there in the market. So if you get a chance, read that. Who's on the show this week?
This week we've got Marty Moses of Moses and Sons. Marty, so what's the current outlook on the wool market?
Yeah, hi, Hannah, Mick. Current wool market's been really concerning. We've seen heavy slides in the EMI going all the way down from $19 odd a couple of months ago and busting through the 18 and into low 17s at the moment, which is really concerning. We think from our market intel that that's largely driven by just lack of confidence in China. Given that the US and the Chinese leaders are talking about trade tariffs and how that's going to pan out, and even up until last weekend, Trump and Xi Jinping have decided to just calm the farm for a little while and go into further discussions before putting any tariffs on.
Thanks, Marty. And what's your longer term forecast for the market looking out over the next 12 months?
Yeah, that's a really interesting one, given that we don't really know where the bottom is yet, and hopefully today's market, the opening of the market with a little bit of confidence coming back in over the weekend, a little bit of trade done on auctions plus wool as well, I understand. So that we might find a level going into the break. We've got 2 weeks of selling, but looking out further, we're at the furthest point away from the supply requirements for Northern Hemisphere winters. So that means that we need a lot of confidence in the market and some sort of urgency to keep mills running, and I think that'll be the trick. We need to find a level, and then traders and exporters need to be trying to generate sales to make profits, and mills need to be moving the stock through without stockpiling it and tying up their capital. So it comes back to basic economics. Supply demand, we know supply is at its absolute lowest that we've seen in over 100 years, and set to get even further degradation in wool production in Australia, given the drought conditions across New South Wales especially. So my view is we're at that delicate balance. We don't have a clear direction yet. I'm still confident once we find a level, whether that's below $17 or it's $16.50 or $16, then we'll find a rebound level that traders are happy with, that exporters are happy with, and the mills can actually digest and make money out of. And that's confidence has got to come back in. I think that'll be when they start purchasing in November or December for the Northern Hemisphere requirements, and that's a fair way away, of course.
And Marty, who's your pick for the last State of Origin game?
Given on the last performance, I think New South Wales are going to win by 100. The dedication they showed there, the mental toughness, just took Queenslanders by surprise. We know how tough Queensland are, and it's only joking. 100 might be a little bit of exaggeration, but I think I think they'll work really hard. New South Wales is going to work on continuing that mental toughness that it needs to actually win a State of Origin. They've got the skill set, they've got the speed, they really proved that they can play some expansive football, which we saw on the second match, and game on, and Blues all the way.
Thanks, Marty. Fingers crossed the market levels out soon and we start seeing it firing up as we head into the Northern Hemisphere's winter and up the Maroons. Anything else, Birdie?
No, that's it. Thanks, Mick.
Ripper.
Cheers.
Cheers.